Hello, and welcome to Franchise Frights Podcast. That's Mandy.
And that's Kam, and this is a bonus episode.
Ooh, fancy. Today, we're going to run down all of our favorites and not very favorite things
Yeah.
about the 10 movies we just watched for our second full round of reviews.
I can't believe it's already been 2.
I know.
That's crazy.
We've covered 20 movies.
That's nuts.
That's a lot. So we want to thank you all for listening through these 20 episodes. And if this is the first time you're listening, hello and welcome. You should check out our horror movie review episodes.
Start with episode
1. That'd be a good place to start.
That is a good place to start. I don't understand those people that listen to podcasts backwards.
I don't either. They're like, oh, I'm just going to listen to the most recent episode first.
It makes no sense.
No, because then you don't even get to know the hosts
No.
before you're just like,
Things
dive in.
Things don't make sense.
You have to dip your toe in the water before you just jump in.
Yeah.
All right, here's our breakdown of the movies we watched and how we felt about them. Number 1 rated movie was Dawn of the Dead with an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh.
Number 2 was Paranormal Activity with a 7. Tied for number 3 were Saw 2 and Annabelle Creation with a 6.5. Number 5 was Halloween 2 with a 6. In the number 6 spot, we had A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge with a 5.5. Number 7 was Final Destination 2 with a score of 5. And tied for number 8 were Child's Play 2 and Scream 2 with 4.5.
We rated Child's Play 2 the same as Scream 2?
Yep. And bringing up the rear was Friday the 13th Part 2 with a 3.5.
I think it's always going to be in last.
I don't know, because in the next round we have The Nun 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be
Yeah,
last.
I forgot.
That might be our first 0 rating.
Oh, I don't even want to watch it again.
I don't either. Speaking of watching things, last night we just watched Thanksgiving for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I am in love.
I watched it.
Mandy thinks it was one of the movies of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a fun watch, but it's a little too gory for me, and it was very campy.
I loved it so much. You can tell that Eli Roth was really channeling the whole mid-80s slasher horror. And the Carver guy was so good.
Mhm.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Loved it. So yeah, check that out if you're a fan of most of the movies we review.
Yeah. It's in the same genre.
Yeah. It was a very fun watch.
It was fun. There was funny parts.
Mm-hmm. And the violence was very tongue-in-cheek.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't take itself seriously.
No.
It was like, how could we make this person get real bloody real fast?
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was okay.
All right, Mandy. Time to go into our awards and raspberries sections.
What?
Awards like, hooray, you did it. And raspberries like, you suck.
Oh. In my head, I didn't hear raspberries. I heard razzleberries.
Razzleberries?
And I was very confused.
Razzleberry. That sounds like a flavor of a slushie.
Feels like a Willy Wonka lickable wallpaper.
Oh, yeah. All right. What was your best kill in the 10?
My best kill. And this is going to be weird because we rated this movie lowest, but the 2-for-1 with Jeff and Sandra when they were in bed in Friday the 13th.
I thought that one was so lame.
I just really liked that he got 2 people for 1.
And then right after that, you get the whole,
That girl could have run away and didn't.
yeah, she just stood against the wall like, oh no.
But how many times do you get to see 2 people killed?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's what I liked about it.
It was like when Indiana Jones shoots those 3 guys with 1 bullet.
Yeah. What was yours?
My best was a tie, because I can't choose between things very well. But it was a tie between the nurse being lifted up by Michael stabbing her in the back with the scalpel
Yep,
in Halloween 2.
That got a mention in mine.
And the entire highway pileup scene in Final Destination 2.
Oh, okay.
Because both of those were
I
fantastic.
said I really also liked when the dude in the wheelchair in Friday the 13th got the machete to the head, and then...
I have that down as an honorable mention.
Okay, and then he fell down on the stairs just because it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I really wish that he hadn't died immediately due to that machete to the face, so that he could have gone whoa, 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 all the way down the steps.
That would have been good.
What was your worst kill?
I just put Randy because he deserved better.
He did.
It was just kind of a blah kill.
And he really shouldn't have died. It's that whole thing that like Sons of Anarchy and The Walking Dead fell into, where they're like, oh, we should really kill a character this episode.
Yeah. Like we have to kill a character, not just like a secondary character.
Yeah. Like we have to shock the people with a death.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it.
But I also said, I don't remember what her name in the movie was, but Lucy, the Seventh Heaven girl.
Yes.
In Saw.
That was my worst kill.
It's just lame.
She just
slumped over and died.
She just falls asleep. I also had to give an honorable mention to every off-screen kill, because you know what? It's a horror movie. No off-screens.
Oh.
We don't do off-screens here.
They don't have the time for all of that. They have to focus on the plot. There is so much plot work.
Oh, yes. Mandy, who was your best villain?
I put Jigsaw.
Me too.
I said I love that we got to see more of him.
I know. And he was just like sitting there eating some soup when they came in, and he was like, oh, hi, how you doing? Welcome to my kill place.
Yeah.
Who was your worst villain?
Okay, they're not really a villain, but the motorcycle gang from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, they were pretty cheesy.
Just because they were very, very cheesy. But then I put Chucky. Always Chucky.
Chucky is the shit.
No.
My worst villain was Debbie Salt from Scream 2.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about coming out of left field and not being needed.
Yeah, there was no need for that character.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I think in the original script that got leaked,
yeah,
they said that Hallie and Jerry O'Connell and Timothy Oliphant were all working together.
Oh.
And there were 3 killers.
Yeah.
But it got leaked, and so they had to change it.
To something shitty?
Yeah. And they were like, I don't know, Billy's mom.
Lame.
I'm going to go first on this next one.
That's fine. Go ahead.
For best score, I mean, is there any question as to what I was going to pick? It's Halloween 2.
Okay.
Because it's a Halloween score. It's John Carpenter.
Yeah.
He's the master.
I gotta be honest, I very rarely pay attention to the score of a movie.
Mandy.
I know. Sorry, musicians. But I said, we all know that Dawn of the Dead wins.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they get the weird... I
love it. It makes me feel like I'm at Chuck E. Cheese.
The Rat Casino. Okay. This is one I'm really, really excited to get your take on. Favorite scene in the 10 movies?
I already know. We have the same one.
What was yours?
Janice.
Yes.
Okay.
Janice in Annabelle Creation, seeing little B standing in front of the window and asking, what do you want? Or what do you need?
Yeah.
And she turns around with her demon face and goes, your soul.
Yeah.
And then the whole like, oh no, I'm trying to go down the steps and it won't go. Like my chair thing won't go down the stairs.
And now it's going back up.
And like all the lights turning off.
Yeah.
And that darkness creeping down the hall.
It's scary.
And then that weight after you see her get lifted out of the chair and she screams.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay,
where is she?
Where'd she go? And why are we just looking at the bottom of the steps? Boom!
Yeah.
There she is.
And she lands with such a like thickening thud.
Yes.
Not thickening, sickening thud. Thickening thud.
A thickening thud. You went full Mike Tyson.
Can I bite your ear?
No.
Okay. Or was that, did he bite Evander Holyfield or did Evander Holyfield bite him?
No, he bit Evander
Okay,
Holyfield's ear and
yeah.
like took a chunk out
Yeah,
of
let's
it.
do that.
No, please no. My ears are weird looking enough. Yeah, that scene in Annabelle Creation was just absolute perfection.
It's intense. It's scary.
And like the way the score got huge and then just stopped. And you're just sitting there in silence like, okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah. It's freaky.
I loved it. Okay, this should be fun. Best acting.
Best acting? I put all of the girls from Annabelle.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
They did a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the two little ones.
I put Liev Schreiber in Scream 2.
Really?
Yeah. I absolutely...
Yeah.
I still remember seeing that. I think it was probably the first time I watched it on VHS.
Uh-huh.
And I was just sitting there watching it like, this Liev Schreiber guy.
Yeah.
He's got the stuff.
He's very off-putting.
And then later he became Ray Donovan.
Oh.
That show's disturbing.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I might have watched like an episode with you.
It's very disturbing.
Hmm.
There's just a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst acting.
Do you want to go first?
Uh-huh.
Go.
The dog owner girl that sucks at wearing clothing in Friday 2. She's not even important enough for me to go back and like research her name.
Yeah. I put the entire cast of Final Destination too.
You know, that's not a bad one.
And then I made a note that I have a feeling the farther along we get, the harder it's going to be to find good acting.
Oh, just wait until you watch Friday the 13th Part 3.
I'm already into it.
It's, so bad. So bad. But also so great.
No.
Because you feel like you're watching a bunch of middle schoolers like rehearsing their first play, not even performing it. Like this is their first read through of the entire play.
And they just filmed it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's so bad. What was your scariest setting?
I put the house in Paranormal Activity too.
Ooh, I like that.
I said it shouldn't be scary, but the way they have it staged, like something could be hiding anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Especially that camera that sits up on like the living room above the TV.
Yes.
Where you can see the kitchen and you can see like part of the other living room area. And
it's just big and open and
then there's that basement door and then that little hallway off to the right.
There's lots of crooks and nannies for things to be hiding in.
Yes, all the crooks and nannies. I said the farmhouse in Annabelle Creation.
Oh.
Because first off, that house.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And secondly, it was so massive.
Yeah.
And we had a really good idea of the layout of the house. Mm-hmm. But it also felt like there was so much we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, but what if there's something else going on?
Well, and that's kind of the same situation where like there's so many places for things to be hiding and like creeping out of. And
And I really thought that little room under the steps was going to come into play at some point. Mm-hmm. And it just didn't. But when she was hiding under there and the demon like grabs the Annabelle doll and rips it back, I was like, oh, we're going to end up back in here at some point.
Because what's scarier than that?
I don't know.
Nothing.
All right. What were your what the fuck moments? Let's go with the bad one first.
Mine are the same.
Oh, okay.
For good and bad.
Okay.
Nightmare 2, like the whole movie. I'm still affected by this movie.
We really need to watch that documentary, Scream Queen.
Yeah. Because it just like traumatized me.
And you know, it's very odd that was my first introduction to horror, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And then like my other favorite movie at the time was Top Gun, which is like one of the most homoerotic movies ever made.
Oh.
And I'd say starting in probably 10th grade, everyone who met me for the first time thought I was gay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was I supposed to be gay?
Maybe.
Like, I'm not that attracted to dongs, but
you could learn.
Okay. My bad what the fuck moment. Lori's wig in Halloween 2.
Oh,
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
It looked like
It
I don't even know how to
it
describe
looked like a dead
it.
animal on her head.
Yes. And it wasn't fastened down well.
No.
You could tell it was a wig the whole time.
I I don't even think they had a wig cap on her, like underneath to hide her real hair. I think they just kind of put it in a ponytail and then we're like, here, put this other wig on top.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Yeah. I don't think they ever brushed it.
No.
I don't.
I've
had dollar store wigs that look better than that.
my Halloween emo guy wig
Yeah.
was better than that. My good what the fuck moment is a tie, again, between the cupboard doors all exploding open in Paranormal Activity 2 and B standing up and like turning all scary demon-y when she's sitting there having her tea party with the Annabelle doll.
Oh, yeah.
And she stands up and all of her bones are like crunching and cracking and she grows and she's all herky-jerky walking.
Yeah, those are both good ones.
Like, both of those scenes, I was just like, what is going on? All right, going through the 10 movies. Who are you, Mandy?
I put that I want to be Kyle from Child's Play. But in reality, I'm probably more Fran from Dawn of the Dead.
I can't really see you being Fran from Dawn of the Dead. I felt like she was a little too hang-back-ish.
Yeah.
Like, she let the boys know how she was feeling.
And then she kind of just fell back.
Yeah. Do you want to know who I said you were?
Sure.
You were Laura from Saw 2.
Why?
Because you were like, I don't want to be in this house.
I'll just die.
I'm just going to sit here and pass out a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Because I could see you doing that.
I'd be like, I'm just going to take a nap real quick, guys.
You guys go look for clues. I don't know. I'm just going to
Lay
sit
here and die. I like that.
Yeah.
That works.
Who did you say I was?
Randy.
Really?
Yeah. You're Randy. You're always Randy.
I agree. But I gave a different answer.
You did?
I'm Tim from Final Destination 2.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I see that.
like
You're a 15-year-old boy.
Uh-huh. I'm going to chase those birdies. I'm going to smoke some cigarettes and hope the rat doctor doesn't tell my mom about it.
Yeah.
That was where I landed.
That's good. I like that. It's fitting.
All right. So our next 10 movies, we're going to be watching Halloween 3, Friday the 13th Part 3, Saw 3, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors, The Nun 2, Child's Play 3, Day of the Dead, Paranormal Activity 3, Scream 3, and Final Destination 3. Mandolin, which of those are you most excited to watch?
I'm most excited to watch Saw 3. And I never, ever, ever thought I would say that.
I know, you're really digging the Saw movies.
It's so weird.
I also am most looking forward to watching Saw 3 because it's my favorite in the entire series.
Okay.
And I think you're going to be really surprised by it.
Yeah.
It goes more in depth, tying the past to the present, and it really builds for the next movie.
Yeah.
And so you just get this whole like past, present, future thing going on. And in the later installments, they refer back to 3 a lot.
Oh, so it's like an important movie.
Yeah, it lays a lot of the groundwork for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Even though the rest of the series is But
at least they're all connected.
yeah.
That's something.
And there's a surgery scene in Saw 3.
Yuck.
And the surgery takes place in a factory
Yuck.
with power tools.
Mm.
I'm very excited for you to watch that.
I'm not. I also put Scream 3 just because I think it's fun.
I love Scream 3.
Yeah.
And especially when you're marathoning the Scream franchise
Mhm.
and you like kind of slog through 2. And then as soon as the credits for 2 start, you're like, I get to watch 3 now.
Well, and like there's parts of 3 that remind me of the movie Clue.
Yes.
Like,
Well, and especially they end up in the big mansion at
Yeah.
the end, and they're like, let's go find the hidden room.
Yes. I just think it's fun and campy, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm. So out of the next 10, I think we
can agree on this one.
yeah, the movie we're least looking forward to. Do you want to say it on 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
The Nun 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I put because I've seen it, and now I have to watch it again.
And we didn't watch it that long ago.
No.
We watched it, like maybe 6 weeks ago?
And I think we just kind of gave up about halfway through, and we're like, what the fuck is this?
And then we just started riffing on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember much of what happened in the movie
And
because I had checked out
Yeah.
maybe 35 minutes in.
It's not good.
I don't understand why they made a sequel.
I don't either.
The first one was horrible.
And now we have to watch it again.
Uh-huh. But at least we get to drag it through the mud.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So that's all I have.
Me too. I'm dancing.
You are dancing because you're thinking about watching The Nun too.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess we should probably end this.
I think so.
Not the podcast.
Yep, this is the last episode. Bye.
So guys, don't forget to like, rate, review, subscribe, and share. Share.
You sounded scary when you said share.
Oh, that's my inner demon coming out.
Oh, okay.
So do all of those things.
Yeah.
Send us a DM on any of the socials, or you can email us. The email address is on our website.
Mhm.
Oh, no, you wanted me to. http://www.franchisefrightspodcast.com.
Good job.
So you can send us an email or hit us up with a direct message on any of the socials.
Mhm.
And you can say, hey, here's my mailing address. I want some stickers and some business cards.
Or if you're like, hey, I wish that they would have this category in their bonus episode,
Yes, that would be
then
excellent.
tell us.
We're always open to some ideas.
Yeah, like
Or if you have a suggestion for something we could add to our episodes.
maybe we need to have a best boob.
Oh, yeah, because horror movies have a lot of boobs.
I know. I just thought of that. We should have a best boob category.
I love boobs. Even though Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and Top Gun are some of my favorite movies.
I've told you don't. I just remember the first time you made me watch Top Gun, and I was like,
So all these guys want to have sex with one another? Like, no, Mandy.
it's not like that. And then it got to the volleyball scene, and I was like, are you sure?
And the song Playing with the Boys is on.
It's not right.
I love it.
Okay.
So yeah, hit us up. By now, I think you probably know the socials.
Yeah.
And if you don't, go to the website.
Yeah.
And we will see you in 1 week's time when we're going to talk about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Ooh.
Spooky, ooky, ooky. Until then,
Remember, they always come back. I'm so itchy.